Jason, and today is his birthday.
Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake, y'all. I mean, the Freekers Ball, right here live on RealLibertyMedia.com. Yes, indeed, that is us and where we are, and, yep, Friday the 13th, that's right, Friday the 13th. October the 13th, 2017. So welcome to the show, anybody that's out there and tuned in. Glad to have you here with us on this freaky Friday the 13th. Yes, the Michael music. And that's actually a trailer from the remake of Friday the 13th, not the original. Which came out in 2009. I've never seen the remake, actually, but there you go. So that's, it looks like it was probably a cool film, but I've never seen it, so, which is odd, I mean, considering me and who I am. I actually own the box set of all the original Friday the 13th movies, 1 through 10, I think. Anyway, hey, Moose.
Hello there. I was just setting the
echo thing.
Yep.
Cool.
So yeah, hey, what's up?
Oh, not too much. Just get ready to do some freaking here.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
On the Freaky Friday.
You know it.
More cowbell says Jason. The Jason guy is a real jerk in those movies. Always trying to kill people.
He is. He's a jerk. He's a dick. He's a murderer.
you know, out of all of the movies, all of the Friday the 13th movies.
Yeah.
After the first one being obviously by and far the best.
Oh yes.
If you just want pure entertainment on those, watch Jason X.
Oh yeah,
which is the 10th installation of those. Yeah, he goes off into space and.
I've never seen that.
It's hilarious.
I'm sure, but I don't think I would enjoy it.
Oh, no, I think you would. I think you would have a fun time.
I might, but I doubt it. I highly doubt it.
It's just so funny. Anyway, welcome to everybody out there listening out there.
Yes,
and,
welcome to the Freekers Ball on this Friday the 13th of October, 2017.
Yes. So people in RLM land, those guys over on Freedom's Network. I see Bobby Bain checking in here on Friday the 13th. I don't know who all's over there tonight, but there's a group of people there. I know there are, and so welcome to y'all, whoever you may be. We didn't have a Grammy show earlier because she's off to her 40th high school reunion.
Wow, that's awesome.
40th, which if I had actually graduated high school, my 40th would be next year.
Oh, really? I had my 30th last year.
Oh, you're way behind.
I know, but that's all right. I'm still getting up there.
It must have been a couple of years ago. Yours must have been a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Okay. Anyway.
I get mixed up. Time just blurs for me. I mean, it's been happening for like 17 years that time just like blurs.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard to remember like exactly how long ago something was.
Right. Anyway.
Speaking of Jason, though, I just got to tell you this story. It's so funny. I was cleaning up this closet, which I'm still not done cleaning it out. Well, it's clean out, but I went and got some shelving units, 2 shelving units, like metal shelving units. You know, they're sturdy.
Yeah.
They were like $80 a piece.
Okay.
So that was a sale price. So I'm going to put shelving in there because there was no shelving in there. So everything was just crammed in there like willy-nilly. It's just like, this just does not work. But I found a Jason mask in there.
Oh.
Like it's a fake cheesy plastic one. It's not like one of the better ones they made.
No,
it just made me laugh. I'm just like, oh my fucking god, really? I have this. It's just a thin plastic thing, you know.
You're a hockey mom. You should have some of those old style.
Oh, I don't have any of those old school goalie masks like that.
Yeah.
No, that was an old school goalie mask. That's what Jason's mask is. It's a goalie mask.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, it's just nowadays they have metal cages on the front of them. A goalie helmet and a catcher's helmet in baseball are pretty much the same thing.
Oh, is that so?
Yep, pretty much. I mean, it's the same design. It's the same, except for the old school catcher's helmets. Like nowadays, the catcher's helmets look like goalie's helmets, so they kind of evolved the catcher's helmet. Because it used to be the catcher just wore that like cage thing over their helmet, that hard helmet, you know?
Yeah, right.
Now it's a full unit, like a goalie helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well,
and it's shaped similar.
People throwing balls at your face all night.
Well, obviously, you have not watched baseball or hockey for a while.
No, I can't say that I have.
You
no.
have not. I can tell.
Oh,
anyway,
man. Anyway, so, yeah, that's cool. Anyway, howdy to all the folks here in the RLM chat. Anybody over there in the corner pocket maybe listening? I don't know if we have you advertised over there, but howdy to you. But all the folks here that we got tonight, we got you and me and the barman and Miss Kate down there in Florida, and the Asmodeus and Beth Z is with us, hanging out, chatting it up. BTC Bob and Chalcedonian and Chloe. Only two Chloes. Or as she goes by now, Chloe.
Okay.
Never mind. You had to be there. We got Don C and Java Doctor and JJ's, who played a bunch of tunes earlier. I believe that was JJ's. There was no name listed, and he didn't set the show message, so I think it was JJ's playing all that stuff. And we got Mr. Wanataco and the Rain and Fluke. Fluke, who's been invisible for like 4 days now. Because he has no monitor connected to his computer. So he's just operating over there in the dark. Anyway, so we got Rob Works and Trust No One and Colfax and Divine Flash. Nasty, he's probably sleeping now. Frumpy and Goober and Kozu. Moe and More Cowbell. I don't know, I don't know if that's the original More Cowbell or an additional More Cowbell. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It's more cowbell, and everybody needs more cowbell. And we got
always.
Yeah, we got Poxified and Pone Sauce and Sock, the Sock Puppet, Slim, Jim Flim, and others that are out there and around and hanging out and listening in. And howdy to y'all. And if you want to be part of the show, come on over here to the chat, the RLM chat. You could do that on the
and women and everyone
on the
and aliens
Freekers
and whoever the
balls.
fuck you are. I don't care. If you're a bean, you're welcome.
Yeah, just go to the RealLibertyMedia.com and go to the Freekers Ball show page. You can get there by clicking channel 1 or pull it down from show pages and get there, and you'll see the video there, and then down below that you'll see the chat. So it's just that easy to come on in.
And we might nibble or bite just a little bit, but it won't break the skin.
Oh, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, it's one of those, you never know. I mean.
Yeah, you'll enjoy that. You'll enjoy that shit. Anyway, I was really hoping to be on my new computer tonight, but my one certain device that I ordered, which will allow me to connect to my second monitor, was supposed to be here today. And then
shit! What happened?
I got a thing from UPS. Oh, our trailer.
Oh, it's delayed.
Our trailer was slow. You get it Monday.
Okay.
And it's probably actually better that I get it Monday to let me do my final setups rather than rushing everything today. But
right, yeah.
Which is fine. But the computer's basically ready. Yeah, I got everything set up on it, ready to go.
Nice.
Yeah. So anyway. Oh boy! So that's been and another thing, and if I would have waited 5-6 days to order this computer, I could have got it for a lot less than I got it for.
Oh fuck! I hate that.
But the price of the computer didn't change. The price of Bitcoin went way up.
Oh, shit.
It had been hanging around the 4,000 range for quite a long time, and now it's like $5,700. So, yeah, that would have made a big difference, but oh well. I still got it free, so it doesn't matter.
Right. I mean, it's great. It's awesome, man. It's just awesome. It's kick-ass.
But you know,
it's
I was
amazing.
just like,
it's really
I could have
cool.
waited, because it'd been sitting at that $4,000 price for about 3 weeks.
Right. Like, you had to go through a lot of red tape to get the bank to get the actual cash money, you know, so you could do this transaction.
Well, no, that transaction was different. That was a different transaction. I'm
sorry.
This,
I thought. Okay. I'm sorry.
No.
I didn't know. Okay, never mind.
This transaction was fairly simple.
Oh, okay.
I got.
Never mind then.
Yeah, I got this Bitcoin Cash, and I just put that.
Okay. So to order the computer, you just used Bitcoin outright. You didn't have to.
Newegg accepts Bitcoin.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, that is beyond awesome, actually. Yeah.
So it's really simple. Anyway.
I mean, that's great. You were like, I got my computer for free, and we're just like, oh, you fucking motherfucker. No, it's awesome.
But the thing is, and I wouldn't have even, I would not have even known about this if it was not for Woodman.
Wow.
Because Woodman, he's like, they're going to do this, what does he call them? Airdrop. And I'm like, what the fuck's an airdrop?
Yeah.
I've never heard of that. And I think Rome's was talking about it too, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, Woodman's in there. Yeah. You just, once they do this split thingy, you just download this one wallet and you put your number in there and you automatically got this Bitcoin Cash, which is a separate thing from Bitcoin. Anyway. Oh, man. So,
no, it's great. I mean, I couldn't. I was a single parent. I work full time. I couldn't do this Bitcoin thing. I don't have time for it.
It's hard to wrap your mind around some of that stuff. So.
Yes, and it's just like I didn't have the time to learn it and to get things set up properly. And even though you helped me set some things up, I just didn't have time. You have to be there like every day, like monitoring it. You have to be there like a lot. And I just didn't. I couldn't do that from work. My work would frown on me spending time doing that while I'm at
I would
work.
imagine so.
Yeah. So it's like it's not for me because of the time constraint and the whole wanting to know what it's understanding it, not just like delving into it and just doing something. And
hey, I don't understand.
It, you know.
I don't understand most of it. I just. But
you understand enough to obviously, you know, do it correctly, you know.
Yeah, enough to. I mean, most of the stuff I'm dealing with is stuff I did like 3-4 years ago. And,
right.
And I just forgot.
You have the knowledge, the prior knowledge. I don't have that.
I forgot about all those coins, and then suddenly, all those coins started to be worth something. And it's just like, well, they were worthless. I mean, I didn't have like 1 million coins, and it'd be maybe $100. And now that 1 million coins is worth several thousand or more. So, you know, and it was kind of fun back then, you know, just doing the mining. And it was kind of fun back then, just doing the mining, you know. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I just didn't, when it first hit the scene and everything, everyone's trying to get me on board, and I tried, but it's just like, I don't have the time to spend with it.
Well, I don't know if you remember, way back when it first came out, and I was doing the RLM News show, and I would talk about the Bitcoin on my financial report thing every day, and I didn't believe in it. I didn't say, what the hell is this? This ain't right. It's nothing. Where's it come from? It's just comes out of the air, not even out of the air, out of the bits floating around the internet.
It's like, but you gotta have stuff set up, and you gotta be trading and do it and keeping track of it, and constantly monitoring it and doing things all the time to like increase, and it's just like I don't have that time. I do not have the time. I have a full-time job.
The reason I got into any of the crypto coins in the beginning was the Dogecoin.
Yes,
because it was a joke.
I think I gave you my Dogecoin.
Because it was a joke. It was a joke coin. They were making fun of it. That this thing, we're just gonna, you know, and it was hilarious. They had a little dog icon in there, all this to the moon stuff, and they were sponsoring NASCAR. It was like, So I was having fun with it, and then all these other coins popped up and up and up. Anyway, so that's how I wound up with it. Anyway, enough of that. Let's play some music.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, because it's Friday the 13th, and we're gonna play some Friday the 13th style stuff here. I don't even know what that means, but we're gonna play some music.
All right, let's do that. Enjoy, everyone, and we will be back on this freaky Friday the 13th.
That's right. Sing along.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire.
That was Black Sabbath. There's Children of the Grave there, and a bunch of dancing skeletons, and even a dancing naked girl. Yeah, how about that?
Nice. I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, dancing naked girl. Before that, we had Creep Show and Death at My Door. A little psychobilly there for you. And we kicked it off with The Crazy World of Arthur Brown and Fire. Followed, and he included this in the same video, the trailer to Night of the Living Dead.
Sweet.
Yeah, what a good classic film, yeah. So yeah, if you want to search YouTube, you can go like
I'm fucking just
YouTube.
pissed. I'm not really pissed. I guess I'm just used to it. Pissed isn't the right word. I'm just like numb, kind of. Because let me turn this radio on. This Vegas thing happens, and it's all in the headlines for a week, right?
Right.
Well, then all of a sudden, this fucking Hollywood dick douchebag gets fucking busted for his years of sexual fucking assault and rape on women that are actresses, most of them.
Oh, Weinstein.
And that's been in the headlines mostly every day since then.
Yeah, the big nasty Jew.
The big headline. I'm talking the other stuff's in the fucking down in the feed, but the biggest one is this Harvey-Weinstein, Wienerstein fucking dickhead. That's supposed to be the most important fucking thing that we're supposed to be paying attention to, apparently.
As if everybody didn't know.
In the scheme of things, this is not what we're supposed to be paying attention to.
They've known for years that guy's a big perv, and most of Hollywood.
It's been a well-known, but you know what? It's not just him, Grim.
No, of course not.
It's all these other dickhead douchebags that are higher-ups in Hollywood or whatever, bigwigs. They're in a position of power. I told the boys this. I said, this isn't just about sex. This is about power. You're in a position of power. You know someone wants something from you. You're going to fucking take advantage of that as far as you can take it.
Right.
And that's what it's about. It's not about sex. It might be in a way the physical part of it is, but the fact that you think that you can fucking just go up to somebody and fucking grope them and fucking do whatever you want to them, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, where do you think the term casting couch came from?
Exactly. That came from the fact that
all these little young girls coming on out there hoping to be starlets, and they'll do whatever it takes there on the casting couch.
And I got news for everybody out there. This has been going on since day one. Since Hollywood was fucking built, this is the modus operandi.
Right. Standard
operating procedure. They've been allowed to do this for generations. Natalie Wood was raped. Freaking, all these older actresses. Judy Garland was fucking raped.
Sure.
I mean, when she was like 14.
Oh, you could be at every one of them. I mean, I saw somebody talking about Jamie Lee Curtis here in the chat. You could bet she went through it too.
Jamie Lee Curtis was raped.
Yeah, all of them.
These things. This is not a new thing. This has been going on since day one of Hollywood.
And you look at these twisted little bitches like Miley Cyrus. And you
God!
gotta know,
he didn't do anything. Lindsay Lohan comes out and defends the guy.
And they were probably.
She probably fucked him.
Who did? Who defended him?
Lindsay Lohan.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't do anything to me. Yeah, well, it still doesn't make it right. Just because he didn't do nothing to you doesn't make it right, girl.
Yeah, but you look at that. What's the other one? Rose McGowan. And
he
she
raped her.
You know she's
He
totally
raped her.
twisted. She's totally fucked up in the head, and that's a big part of why. So
it is.
Yeah.
That's why she's fucked up in the head.
Right.
Because when you're in a big position of power and you got this little actress that wants to freaking make it, and you got this big studio head, he's in a position of power for you.
Well, and they kind of got. I mean, they have to look at it like, well, all these girls are coming here and they all want the same thing, and any one of them could be just as good as the next one. And
exactly.
So
it's about, and it's so.
So what's in it for me?
Bad.
Yeah.
That's why, like Robert Redford, he totally shunned Hollywood for like 30 fucking years, or a long time.
Yeah.
Like, he started his own independent film company. He started the Sundance Film Festival. He totally, said, fuck you to Hollywood.
Yeah. Totally.
And it's good. He's now, around a few times to some of the award shows, and he's accepted awards, but he does not like that aspect of it.
No, I'm sure not.
So, and he probably was raped. I mean, it's not just men on women here, guys. It's men on men, too, and just women on men. Don't think that a female studio head doesn't do the same fucking thing.
Right.
Because they do.
Yeah, so...
It might not be a sexual thing, but they hold shit over your head.
Right. So...
They want to, wreck you. They want to, I don't know what that is. I don't know exactly, the whole brain functions that go on with that, but...
I've been...
It's no different than government. It's no different than government being in power, and they can do whatever the fuck they want, too.
All right. Government fucks everybody all day, every day.
No, it's no different. The thing is that my point is that, 59 people supposedly were killed, which I don't doubt that people were killed. The story we've been told about how it really went down is not correct.
Yeah.
It's coming from the government. That means they're lying.
Right.
I mean, you can't, when you get to the point where I am at and all of this shit, you can't half-ass it. You can't believe some of the stuff the government says and not believe some of the stuff they say. You have to go full bore. You're either in it or you're not. And that's a decision you have to make. And when you decide to not be in it, then that means you denounce everything about it. Everything about it.
Right.
You don't go, well, maybe they're telling the truth on this one. No. You know that they're fucking lying to you.
Absolutely.
So, if you're not at that point, then you're what I call a wishy-washy motherfucker. And you haven't made your decision. You're still clinging to that fucking government ideal. But yet, you don't agree with a lot of the stuff. So, but yet you're torn. You're like, you're in the gray area, I call that.
Yeah.
Which there really is no gray area.
No,
you're either
it's
for
all,
them. No, it comes down to this, Grim. You're either for them or you're not. Period. There is no gray area. You can't be, well, they do some good. Okay, tell me something good that they have done that has not hurt people. Okay?
I can't think of anything.
Right. Well, vaccinations. No. Vaccinations have hurt and killed people. So you can't use that one. Okay, anything else? Anyone out there got anything that government has done that has truly helped the people and not fucked them in the ass?
No.
I hear crickets.
They pulled the iodine out of salt. No, No. I don't buy that one. But as far as
you're either for them or you're not.
As far as the vaccinations go, those were not invented by government. They're never invented by government.
Right, but the government uses them as a tool to fucking
the government,
harm people and kill them.
The government says you'll put these poisons in them and then mass market them.
Yes,
right.
That's what they do. They take what the manufacturer made, but they want to throw other shit in there. Why? Why are they doing that? Why would they do that? What person in their right mind would throw harmful shit into something that's meant to help people? You tell me. You tell me, is that good or is that evil?
They want a stupid, docile
That's
population.
Evil. Let's tell people they're going to go get a shower and send them to some chamber. As soon as they walk in there, they know that ain't no fucking shower.
I don't know.
They know that ain't no fucking shower.
Right.
That's how they trick them in there. Oh, yeah, we're going to shower. That's why everyone knew what a shower meant. That meant you're going to your fucking death, dude. You're going to the gas chamber.
Right.
So nowadays, they can't be that blatant, though. We got concentration camps that are called prisons now.
Yeah.
And we have all the other tactics that they use, so you don't really know that you're being sent to your fucking death.
Right.
It's all so subtle. Flu shot. Get a flu shot for your family, for the sake of your family. Because God forbid, if you died, they'd be fucked. Right?
Yeah.
So go out, run out and get this fucking flu shot. And guess what? They're free at most places.
Oh, yeah.
You don't have the money to pay for a flu shot? No problem.
Right.
No problem. You can get one for free. Really? Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Not.
Yeah.
You guys want, if you're half-assed and if you're leaning towards being anti-government, then I would suggest keep going, keep doing more research, because once you go down, you can't come back up the rabbit hole.
That's right. That rabbit hole runs deep.
It's never ending. But I'm glad that I am the way that I am. I know people think I'm a fucking lunatic, or whatever the fuck adjective, negative thing you name call you want to call me. Have at it. I don't care.
The moose is on the loose.
I know the fucking truth. I know what I fucking believe. I've done the research. My mind's made up. No one's going to convince me otherwise. I don't give a fuck what you call me or what you fucking think about me. I am playing the game, but you know what? Even if you're fucking self-employed, you're playing the fucking game. We all, if you live in this fucking country, you are playing the fucking game, motherfucker. If you use cash money, you're playing their fucking game.
Well, everybody does, though.
So don't be sitting there and going, well, I don't do this and I don't do that, so I'm better than you.
Well,
what? Really?
I don't think that's the
You're
point.
You're better than me?
I don't think that.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I don't think that's most people's point when they say they don't do this or they don't do that. They're just saying, look, there are things you can do to...
There's people that have called me up for saying that I play the game because I have to. Because everyone else in this fucking goddamn fucking country is doing the same motherfucking thing. But I'm not living off welfare. So that, you know what? I know I would be judged way more harshly in this room if I was still not working, if I didn't have just 2 boys, but maybe I had 5 kids. Because I was living off welfare, and the more kids I pump out, the more fucking benefits I get. That's not what I fucking did.
No.
That is not what I fucking did.
You pumped out 2 on the same day.
Yeah, so fucking get off your judgmental fucking high horses, thinking you're fucking better, and thinking you're fucking smarter, and you know more, and your answer is fucking right. Right?
That's right.
I got news for you. You're not fucking right. No one's fucking right.
Yeah.
I mean, sit there and go, oh, you did this and you do that. All you do is talk. You know what? Bull fucking shit. I don't just fucking talk. I'm playing the fucking game. But I'm doing things that normal people, quote unquote, normal.
The normies.
Which doesn't exist to me. That word does not exist, by the way. They're all going there. They're fucking going, running out there, getting their kids vaccinated, getting their fucking flu shots, doing every fucking thing the government says to do. No, I'm doing the bare minimum. I'm playing the game and trying to combat the fucking bullshit that we're subjected to every fucking day. And I had my kids, they had to go to public school. That was my situation. So I've been combating fucking public indoctrination system for 13 fucking years, bitches.
Not an easy job.
Longer than that.
Yep.
It ain't fucking easy. You can sit there and fucking judge me. Well, you still pay taxes and you still do this. Yeah, I fucking do. But I've had to do what I've had to fucking do. At least I know I'm playing a game. Most people don't fucking know that. Most people think this is normal. This is okay. It's okay. Everything's fine. Let's just go watch a fucking football game. Right?
Right.
At least I fucking know different. I know I'm playing a fucking game here. But I'm doing what I have to fucking do to fucking put a roof over my fucking head for me and my children. And I work a 40-hour-a-week slave fucking job because that's what I have to fucking do right now. If I was truly going to be off the grid, I'd have to move to a different fucking country. I'd have to move to Costa Rica.
Nothing wrong with that.
Or Paraguay, or Uruguay.
That's right, Beth.
Okay,
unless you go shopping, you're supporting the terrorists.
I did not do that because my kid's dad lives in the U.S. of A., in the same state as us.
Yeah.
I wasn't going to keep my kids away from their fucking dad. And he wouldn't fucking go for it either.
Yeah.
You know, so I did what I had to fucking do. And I'm doing what I have to fucking do. Do I agree with it? No. Do I think it's right? No. Do I know that I'm being stolen from? Yes. Do I know that I'm being lied to every fucking day? Everything that comes out of their fucking, every word that they say. The fucking lie. Yes, I know this. But I'm one of the few people who can do know this. Most people trust the fucking government. They believe in the fucking government. If you believe in fucking government, then you're still a fucking statist. You believe in it, then you believe in it. You believe it needs to exist on level. Yeah, I'm going off, but you know what? That's part of the reason why we started doing this show, Goobs. You got anyone else can do a fucking show on the Freekers on Real Liberty Media. You know?
That's right.
We've been doing this, what, over 7 fucking years.
At least, yeah. I don't know how long. We've been at it for a while.
Yeah. It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's my way of being because I cannot do this in most public places. Even with family, I can't talk about this.
Oh, absolutely not. Family's the hardest.
No, they're fucking fucked up. They're statists. They don't know.
They're the
they don't want to know. Ignorance is bliss for most people.
Let's play another set of tunes and see how you like this. See how you like this first one here. This is interesting stuff. You like Tommy Castro, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, cool. Well,
okay, enjoy, people.
I think you're gonna like this if you like Tommy Castro. This he just released this 2 days ago. It was recorded on the 10th, so here you go. Listen to that Massey Ferguson That's Steven Seagal's there, covering Metallica's Sad But True. Yes, indeed. They're a funny band there. That's right. They're a Finnish band. And before that, we had another Finn, Ina Forsman, with Tasha Taylor and Layla Zoe singing Chain of Fools. And we kicked it off with Tommy Castro covering Tom Petty's Breakdown. So, yeah, I guess Vinny will be calling in a minute. I don't know when people heard him call in there in the middle of the set, I had to pause the music for a minute and tell him, hang on.
Yeah, I heard you saying something, and then I'm like, okay, I didn't hear what he said, but...
Oh, yeah, Vinny had called in, and I had to...
Okay.
I had to pause and so he could hear me.
Right. Well, unless he's watching the show, he has no idea that we're...
No, he said he's standing down there right now in front of the Mandalay Bay. And
okay, cool. So when he calls in, I'll just mute, because he can't hear me anyway.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's okay, because it's really... He's on a cell phone, he's calling, you gotta let him say what he's gonna say.
Reporting live from the field.
Right. But anyway, until he calls, I'm going to just talk about the driver's license thing. Okay, a person can be a shitty driver if they're licensed or they're unlicensed. A shitty driver is just a shitty driver in general. Doesn't matter if they have a driver's license or not. And besides that, we've been mentally masturbated into thinking that everyone's got to be licensed to drive. Well, no. According to technicalities, if you really technically want to get into this fucking concept of driving and being able to freely travel from point A to point B freely, license is not, you don't need a license to do that.
No, you don't.
You being a human person in this country are free to travel from point A to point B. You don't have to have a license. You don't have to have a license plate.
Right.
But you try that and let me know how that works for you.
Exactly.
Because you're going to get fucking hassled from the fucking cops. And every time a cop pulls you over for not having a license plate or a driver's license, and you're going to go, okay, officer, well, per this and per that, I am free to travel. I am not traveling from point A to point B to make money. This is not for commerce.
Right.
I am just freely traveling, doing my right as a free person to travel from point A to point B. I really don't have to have a license based on your state regulations because I am a person and I choose not to participate.
Yeah, you got to be careful with that word person too.
Not able because I do not have a license based on your state regulations. I am still free to travel, officer. So kindly let me get on my way unless you're going to arrest me, but I don't know what you're going to arrest me for.
Yeah, well, you have to be careful with the words because the word person is also a term in the legalistic manner, but also you're
human being.
Well, even that's a. But anyway,
I hear what you're saying, Grim.
Yeah,
I hear.
Yeah, driving is a commercial enterprise,
right.
Whereas traveling is not. Here's Vinny.
Oh, here's Vinny. Okay.
Hey, Vincent, how the hell are you doing?
Hey, Grimnir. Doing okay. I'm down here on the Strip. I'm on Las Vegas Boulevard on the corner here between the Mandalay Bay and the Luxor. And,
you have to speak up a little bit. You're a little low there.
All right, let me try a little better here. Got a lot of traffic, of course. So I'm here on Las Vegas Boulevard and Mandalay Bay Road. I've shot some video and taken some pictures. So this segment, we're going to call it the Road to Mandalay Bay, which is a street sign down there. I'm not sure how well. The lighting's not so great at night. I think I'm going to have to come back in the daytime to get proper pictures. But so across from me, which would be east and straight across, they've got the whole road blocked off, and cops posted you out and crime scene tape all over. I talked to an officer over there. Of course, he can't make any comment. But it looks like they have quite a, obviously doing an investigation there. I don't know the details, and we probably won't know for some time.
So there's still crime scene tape around. They're still investigating something there on the ground where people were supposedly shot.
Yeah.
Because are they thinking something actually was happening down there other than people getting shot?
Well, I don't know the details, but I am certain that people were shot, killed, and injured. Last week I talked about my niece's friend that her friend sent her video as it was happening. my niece works in the industry and could have well been there. My cousin's roommate, she also works in the industry and very well, but she was in Denver, luckily. But she's talked about people are talking about more false flags or events possible, and San Francisco being targeted. She's going to be going up there on her.
What's going to be targeted? Say it again.
San Francisco is what she said. I didn't look at any information on it, but and then of course November 4th is I think another day that's been projected. For that might be, what was that, for Antifa or something like that. Now I'm looking at the building here, and you'll see in the pictures 11 floors down from the top. You can count down, and you can see the windows are boarded there. And I went over where the cab was. First place I went was the Uber coming out, and I think I mistook that for her exit. So I came around the other side of the building here. Now she had to have been right below the windows there. And there's a little like arch thing here. It'll all be in the video. But it was a real high echo chamber. There's another factor for echoes. There's helicopters. There's been helicopters flying over. It's a normal deal for helicopters to fly around the strip here for tourists and stuff. So the helicopter thing has not much significance.
Are they? Are they black helicopters?
Well, I can't tell.
I had to ask.
Yeah. Now, I find this very interesting. There's two big stacks with these towers, cement, which would be on the south and east side of Las Vegas Boulevard, Mandalay Bay. Real tall structures. I'm not sure what those are. Those overlook the venue. It's, just any number. Now, the health ranger, he did a video. He did an analysis of audio and says there's definitely two different weapons being fired at the same time. He did an audio analysis of a 7.62 caliber, which is an AK-47. Now,
let me ask you this, if you know this. On any of the victims that were shot, where they found bullet wounds in them, did they measure the angle of entry to exit?
That ought to be, and if it's not, then there's definitely a cover-up. They should, in my opinion, they should recreate the event and fire every type of caliber that was found in that room, and also other guns like the saw, like the belt head. And there would be very little circumstance that would change the analysis of the sound. It'd be so minute, whether it be wind or traffic count, temperature, and so forth. That can all be eliminated in the deconstructing the audio and isolation of everything. So the story that has been given, it has to hold water, and if it doesn't, then we need to ask why.
I haven't seen anything that held water yet, as far as this story is concerned. It's a bunch of confusion, and I think that's intentional.
Yeah. Now, like I said, I know enough people personally and family that involved. My cousin's a detective here in Vegas, and he just got back from California, and he went straight to UMC and was helping with triage there. He's been in Afghanistan 3 times, and he said it was like a war zone. But I secondhand, of course, but people were hurt and killed. Now that's not safe.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. I have no doubt about that.
Yeah. This is so saturated with opinion, and most people, skip to the rhetoric and they fail in their logic and starting a grammar, certainly, and take and run with it. So my point here is an examination of what the narrative is, and if it doesn't line up, then if the glove doesn't fit right, you can't shrink it down. It has to stand. It's kind of ominous here. I'm right here by the memorial, Lots of sirens. Looks like a lot of traffic. At least they've left traffic.
How many people are there? There's a lot of people walking around on the street out there?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, so it's like normal Vegas business going on?
Well, it's been a while since I've been walked the strip, but actually I think it's probably maybe a little bit lighter, actually, traffic. Of course, with that, I'll go ahead and, as soon as the light changes, I'll go ahead and I'll walk down the strip and you headed north. We get into a little bit more of the populated area. See, the Luxor used to be the last hotel, and then they built the Mandalay Bay.
Goober wants you to get a blood sample.
Yeah, I doubt I can get that close.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so.
What I ought to be looking for is, see, there's big power lines, but I can't get across the street over there. I'm definitely going to come back in the daytime and get some more looks at see what I can see in the daylight. You know what we ought to see is bullet holes, in this, especially this big highline electrical tower. So that's like, let me look again. That's, well, it might be a little bit right of line of fire, but there's the stage. I'll take more photographs. But, you know, there ought to be an indication of bullet hole somewhere.
Well, have you gone over to those fuel towers, fuel tanks where they said the guy was shooting at, and see if you saw anything on there?
Hold on, I'm almost getting ran over. This guy's run through the crosswalk.
Yeah, try not to get run over. That'd be good.
Yeah, tell me that again. Oh, I've got my press pass on.
Good.
Real Liberty Media.
I've heard of that place.
Yeah. Pretty cool guy runs that place, too. Let's saw your comments today.
Yeah, I saw that.
All right, so I crossed the street successfully. Just barely almost getting rid of it.
It's a live version of Frogger with Vinny.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm immediately west of where the venue was at. You can see the stage now. Unless the bullets were going over the top of that, you know, there ought to be bullet holes in there. I'm not sure about that tower.
Or some marks in the ground or something where, I mean, the bullets, if he was shooting down from that angle, some of the bullets, I mean, most of them probably would have bounced right off the ground.
Yeah. You know, if they don't recover every bullet and document every impact, then they're negligent. So, but they're still here. I mean, it's all cordoned off. There's a lot of cops there, a lot of manpower, so they have to be doing forensics in there, obviously, I would say. Or
I would think this far in, we're almost, 3 weeks in now? You would think they'd have had that all done and cleaned up.
Well, I mean, for an honest investigation, I don't know how long that would take. But, you know, you're talking about covering every inch of ground. And not only the ground, but, you know, all the structure and anything else around there. Like I said, it has to be reconstructed. I was distracted. That's thought. I'm looking away. Nothing back over there. This is Vegas. Sure. Got a big noise here. Let me get past these buses right here. There's the Blue Man Group, the Luxor.
It sounded like you were under fire there.
Yeah, that's crack.
That's what?
It's an area of crack.
I can't hardly hear what you're saying.
All right, I'm going to get away from that noise just a little bit here. Now I'm in front of the Luxor right here.
Okay.
And get away from the strip a little bit.
That's the big pyramid one, right?
Right. Yeah, I forget the candle power on that, but it shoots up into space. You can see it all over Vegas. I think they actually dimmed it, but it probably could still be seen from space. I think airlines, the airport made them dim the light down or something. It used to be really a lot brighter. You see it from, like I said, all over Vegas. You know, actually, most of the people's a little farther down, I will assume. It's kind of light down here in the traffic. But like I said, we're at the end of the strip here, basically, at the Mandalay. So I'll continue off down there. And, I'm going to try to see if I can go around the whole venue there and go down to the east and see if I can go around.
Is Mandalay Bay, it's open and operating, right?
Yeah, it is, and they've got a big old banner up across the top over there below or above where the windows are at.
And have you entered into Mandalay Bay?
No, I just walked around it. I didn't go inside.
I was just wondering what kind of, new are they like probing you and things like that now?
Well, that's coming, and that's being discussed. Oh, look, here's another echo chamber I'm going to.
That sounds good there. I like that sound.
Really? Well, I'll just stay right here. So, what was I going to say?
You were saying they're being discussed about the new security measures.
Oh yeah. You know what I'm getting from the people? I walked out of the tunnel there. People, now here's a coincidental story. And I'm gonna go ahead and normally I'm not gonna say anybody's name. I won't do that. But anyways, this gal, she was at the Bundy Ranch and the day of the picnic after the celebration and stuff. Had her kids there and her old man. She's not with him anymore, but there was one of the photographs that was taken, with the kids playing in the river. I didn't realize that was her. I knew Jamie. Put that out. I knew her anyways, but didn't realize that was her at the time in 2014. So my picture on newspapers and different media outlets is I called my course not moment of history. Right? I helped. So I was talking. Let me go back and talk a little bit about the Bundy Ranch just a minute. Jason Patrick and I were talking outside the trailer up there where the gathering place was at the Bundy Ranch, and Emmett Bundy came out and he'd been listening to us for a while. But anyways, long story short, Emmett the next day asked me if I could get a sound system together for the public address. And the sheriff and Clive Bundy had talked the night before, and it had been agreed upon that the BLM were going to back down and, the cattle would be released. And Clive and Mr. Bundy, I think he wanted to add a little bit to that to make a point. Because the guys ain't left yet, man. He's all like, tells the sheriff to disarm those federal agents and release the South. Now, if those guys would have followed the order of the sheriff, the lawful authority, this would have never happened. So the Bundy trial, of course, has been set off for the 30th. And the 24th, they'll see if they're going to proceed. I don't think they could get a third trial at this point in time. Really, I don't. Anyways, back to she works in the industry. So she could have been there. She knows people that were working there. I've got a lot of secondhand accounts of people that I know personally, that people they know personally relayed. So, for people saying that nothing happened and it's Mike Paddock, I think it's pretty well obvious he is a real person. He exists. Whether he acted alone, I doubt it. Too much evidence saying that he didn't.
Well, he's a real person, of course, we know that, but we don't know that he did anything at all. He could have just been sitting in that room and killed, and then they brought in their professional guys to do whatever up there.
Yeah.
We don't know. We don't know what happened up there. We're never going to find that out.
I'm going to say this much. I believe the guy, worked for the FBI. I think he's been doing it a long time. He traveled the world, had lots of money. You're not that lucky in Vegas, or any.
No, he was part of some shadow government group, no doubt.
Yeah, and maybe that's a body double even there that they left. I don't know, but there's a whole lot to this. I don't know what it is, but I'm just looking at what kind of facts and comparing it against unfounded rhetoric by others. Everybody wants to be first out with a story and the scoop and all that stuff, and sensationalize the title, of course. So.
Right. We just don't know anything other than they're spewing out this information, and it all sounds like it's manufactured. Yep.
Oh, I got a picture. I hope it shows up. The House of Blues for Grimnir.
Oh, sweet. I've been to the House of Blues. There.
Right
what's that?
I said right on.
Yeah.
You're in Vegas?
Yeah, they're in Vegas. Yeah, I've been there. I've been to that House of Blues. Yeah. I've been to Hard Rock. You went over to Hard Rock? That's...
Wait, I couldn't hear for that. Say it again.
I said, you ever go over to the Hard Rock over there?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I have. I've got a leather jacket.
Well, let me tell you, when you go to the Hard Rock Cafe, go there in the morning and get yourself one of their guitar waffles.
Oh, really? I might do that tonight. I'm going to meet my cousin and ride back home with him at midnight Vegas time. So I got some time to spend around here. I'm going to have to come back different. Oh, and I pointed out there's Hooters over there, and I didn't know Hooters were so big. It's a big building over there.
That's some big Hooters.
Yeah, the Hooters. Biggest Hooters I ever did see. I didn't take any notes or anything, so I probably sound a little more unprepared than I normally do. But I just wanted to come down and take a look and give at least a live report in here.
No, that's good. It's it's interesting to hear stuff from down there, and I'd like to say I wish you were at the concert when this all went down, but then of course I don't want you to. I wouldn't want you to have been in harm's way at all. But
I'll tell you what, if I didn't get hit in the first volley, I know how to take cover. Oh man, one of the videos that I was shooting earlier, I jumped like you wouldn't believe. It's a bus pulled up and then made a loud noise in the speaker or something. It's like I'm watching around. Ain't nothing gonna be going down there now. No, but I'm just that's the type of person I am. I'm always looking for I might duck at. Haven't been shot one time before. I'll tell you what, it does something for you.
Right. Well, yeah, you always got to have an eye on the exit, wherever that may be.
Yeah. Like I said, if I hadn't been there and hadn't got shot in the first round, I'd have been taking cover and moving in between volleys. Looking at it across the street, the big billboard, Route 91 Harvest Music Live.
I'll tell you who I would have been, and I'm sure you've seen the video. But I would have been the guy standing up with his arms stretched out, yelling, "Go ahead, pussy, shoot me!"
Yeah.
That would have been me there.
Yeah, I think I would have been took cover and made an exit. Now, one cop did show up here. It probably could be credited with saving a lot of lives. So he came with bolt cutters and was cutting the locks off of gates. And
yeah, what the hell are they locking the gates like that for? What's the deal with that?
Well, you're keeping people out. I mean, think how many people would want to come in, and get a free concert.
Yeah, but it was country, so, I mean, come on.
Say it again?
I said, yeah, but it was country, so, really?
I don't have a lot of liking for commercial music. Of course, there's always that one tune, that's got every catchy beat, and you find yourself humming along or tapping your foot to. But, country, the 80s really ran music. And since classic rock, I mean, what do you have? You
Blues.
got country, swing, and rap. There you go. I mean, we're talking about old classic music. You think that there'd be some talent that come up with something new, or at least
there's great new blues coming out all the time, man.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. I like music, but I'm not a big music fan. My friend, who's a brother, Frankie from Vegas here, he's dead now, but he would have been one of my. Now you, of course, would have to take his place, but phone a friend, as I'd had that opportunity. And this is one reason I like to say, tongue in cheek, that I'm the smartest person I know, because I know a lot of people that's smarter than I do. Most people specialize. Even in the alternative broadcasting, people specialize, like the Health Ranger. Of course, he covers guns too. But there's people that cover cancer and so forth. And they're strictly are like Ron Clark at UCY nuclear industry, and maybe that makes you more aware of more things. So when you have somebody that you can have a go-to, and even if they're as well, people that are not unbiased, but you can get a lot from that, just sorting through and reading between the lines. A lot of people are telling themselves, when they're trying to cover something up too. But this I think will be analyzed for the next, just like the next couple of decades, and it'll be just like 9/11 on a smaller scale. Nobody will ever be satisfied.
Hey, it was orchestrated and executed by the same people that brought you 9/11.
Yeah, I believe that. So they've got. Okay, I don't think I covered this on air. So the windows, the area down here, it's about 15 years newer than the Mandalay Bay. I think the Mandalay Bay is 15 years old. Now the area has the glass in the rooms, no balconies, right, except for the high rollers. I can see up in top of the Mandalay. You can see some places a person can get. But the windows don't open, and they're safety glass. It's like a windshield. Yeah, you couldn't break these out with a hammer. They wouldn't break like a pane of glass in your home. It would be like a car windshield. One guy tried to kill himself and had a gun, was shooting. I think I might have already told this if I'm not repeating myself. Shot the window and still ran into it and bounced off and tried to break it with a chair, and he couldn't penetrate the glass. He runs into it, bounces off. The cops are there at that time. If he was really serious about killing himself, I don't know why he wouldn't have just shot himself with a gun. Stupid anyway.
Couldn't you get to the roof?
Roof access is not open. You can't just go up to the roof of any of these.
Well, yeah, the freight elevators don't have open access either, but that apparently didn't stop this guy.
The freight elevators, they're not attended. There's cameras in the elevators, but like the freight elevators, they're not monitored. I mean, you can't hire somebody to sit there and watch freight elevators. But all you got to do is just walk up to it and push a button, and you can get in and go. But still, I think I'll have to check this. But as far as roof access, you have to have a key card and be part of someone that is authorized for access to get there. And this goes back, for decades. It's not good publicity if you have people jumping out of your windows at your hotel.
Generally not.
Yeah, so, there's a lot of precautions been taken. There's been a lot of demolition of big buildings here in Vegas. And, that's reflective of 9/11 when those buildings come tumbling down. You know what? Of course, I was busy living a thug life at that time, but so I didn't really have any much past the event, any information on it. So it was years later before I discovered that it was an inside job. And you know what? As many buildings I've seen come down here in Vegas, it didn't even register me. But like I said, I was busy thinking about getting high and stuff like that. But it's so obvious now. I mean, looking back, definitely the same people, and these people are high up in corporations. This used to be a mob town. When I first came to Vegas.
Used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's the other mob, the corporate mob that runs this. And, there's still mob involvement that's, underlying that, they just, got legal. And, it's not talked about now. You used to be able to eat, in Vegas, walk into a casino, and you get comped all day long. Or, it might cost you 99 cents or something. That's the worst case. But now it's all about, you got to be running profit on everything. A $50 meal, you could get for $4.99 30, 40 years ago.
Right.
Vegas is a whole lot different. And the city is, used to be cities had a bad side of town. And Tulsa, my hometown, is a perfect example. Integration, and I don't mean to sound prejudiced or racist here, but just keeping fact. And of course, the black man is a shackled runner, and social engineering is perpetuated that. But anyway, so the busing started when I was in school, and just to intermingle and disperse, in my opinion, to cause for just corruption of society. And now, like Tulsa, the whole town is like a toilet. You got to go outside of town, you know, for the nice part of town. Like Vegas now.
Yeah, you can still go to you can go to Carson City or Reno or Laughlin or other places like that and still get that old Vegas feel.
Yeah, a little bit more so. That's certainly right. But there's a criminal element that anywhere that money congregates, people are going to be there to prey upon them. My aunt was all like, I was going to take the bus down here, and she was all like, I don't know her name again. Do I have to give you a ride down to Nitro? Because where that is, it's like a nice area there, and then all around there's different places, some. And that's the way the whole city is. It's just intermingled throughout, and that's been my experience in other cities now. I'll be glad to get back to the country, really, but I'll enjoy while I'm here. I went and gambled $20 last night. My cousin, he was let's go. And I was like, I don't even want to lose $2. I hate gambling. I played for a long time, and it was I drank $20 worth of Splash D8 and iced coffee. So.
Great. Hey, that's 28 minutes, so let's wrap it up here in the next couple of minutes.
All right. I got to ask there, was that 32 minutes and 32 seconds? Did you realize that when you cut the last week?
I didn't. No. I just put your numbers in and gave it to you.
Now that's coincidental. That some people might think that we're part of this whole conspiracy there.
Yeah.
Good shout out to Hal. The Mandalay Effect, awesome title. It's over 275 views. That's unfortunate that we have to use something like that to draw people in. You've got to catch the eye and bring people in to draw their attention in. So he got one thumbs down. I believe that was first thumbs down for Hal that I know of. And I think that came from, I'm making this a guess, but I think that came from his comment of, pull your pistol and shoot up at the window. That's probably what got that. So the idea of what's being talked about now, banning these different types of automatic weapons, you're not going to be any safer, and you wouldn't be any safer banning guns, or if everybody had been armed in there, wouldn't have made a bit of difference.
Right.
When somebody takes the position to do that kind of destruction, you can't stop them. And if it was against the law to own those guns, a criminal's not going to follow the law anyway.
Exactly.
So people they just follow right along. Societal engineering, social engineering. And I'll wrap this up real quick. And I think I've been a little short with folks, not my normal self. I don't know how much that would have been contributed to the fact that I was underneath those big power lines and right next to Nellis. But anyway, so I gave apologies to Soft. I think I was a bit of a dick to him. He probably jumped to assumption somewhat. But anyway, so yeah, I get that way sometimes. That's why I only drink with certain people. Not everybody can take me. And I was stone cold sober, so I mean, that's not anyways, yeah, I kind of like to be able to pride myself in my ability to communicate, and that was a very poor example. And so, anyways, I promise to try to do a little bit better and give a little more consideration. Wow, that plane looked like it was fixing it. It was below the top of the Mandalay and went right behind it. I thought it was going to impact. So yeah, I'm looking at everything. I'm aware.
All right, man. Well, it's good having you out there on the scene and calling in to give us the info, and always good to have the RLM man on the street.
Yeah, I appreciate all the work you do, Grimnir, and you've held my hand and all the way along, and you're a great guy, and I really appreciate the help. And
well, we appreciate you and all the stuff you do. You do a lot of great stuff here. So.
Yeah. And Soft Puppet does too. I don't think a lot of people realize the amount of work that he puts into the box and stuff. And it's good entertainment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Everybody here's got their own way of contributing. Even Hansel.
I broke up with Hans a couple of years ago, and I found myself missing him, and I had to go back and offer him apologies and tell him I'd be a little nicer to him. He's an interesting study and an enigma to me. I have to admit, I can't tell you any more about him than I can tell you about. I probably could tell you more about Stephen Paddock than our very own Hans. All right, well, I'll get off here and let you get back. Hi, Moosey. Hi, everybody in chat. And I'll be home sometime after 3 o'clock Eastern time. And I'm going to go find me a place to relieve myself and find something to drink. I was looking for it thirsty, but I don't think I got room for it. So I'm going to go explore around a little bit, take some more pictures, and see if I can get closer to the venue. And I'll be adding this stuff into when we cut this off. I'll put it into video and pictures and stuff.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks, Grim.
All right, talk to you later.
See y'all later. Bye-bye.
Bye. There you go. Vin E., the RLM Man on the Street report. So, always interesting to hear from him. Where is this? Oh, that's what this is. I'm going to play some tunes, Moose. I'm going to play your request starting off here on this set for you. Well, not for you, for everybody. Don't spank them. Who wants to get spanked? You want to get spanked, Moose? All right. Here you go. Tedeschi Trucks Band. Oh, yeah, that was the Traveling Wilburys with Tweeter and the Monkey Man. Moosegurl request. Before that, we had Larkin Poe. Yeah, those two girls together are called Larkin Poe, and the song was Preachin' Blues. Just found them today. A lot of good songs by them. Anyway, we kicked it off there with You Can't Always Get What You Want. Tedeschi Trucks Band there, along with somebody from Widespread Panic, JB, apparently. And bunch of other guys there in the background. I don't know who's all with them, but a great version of that particular track. Now we have live on the phone with us, Gooberzilla.
Yeah, that's me. I'm Gooberzilla. What's going on, you guys, tonight?
Oh, just doing the show, trying to get through all this funky stuff going on in the world.
It's all crazy out there. It seems like
it is.
I was going on and on with the chat here with Moosegurl, and she was giving me a hard time about my answer about the chemtrails. And
what was the question and what was the answer about the chemtrails?
Yeah, her question was something. Her response was like, what are you going to do about it, or what is your answer to the question? And then I posted a video of a remodeled P-51, and it can fly well over 400 miles per hour. And what I could not figure out is how Moose could not figure out the connection between, an old fighter plane and chemtrails. And it just kind of threw me over the top.
Well, a P-51 does not seem to be the optimum vehicle for spreading the chemtrails.
Back up a second, Grim. Back up.
Okay.
Her question was what my response or my answer would be to the chemtrails.
And you showed her a picture of a P-51.
Yeah, a video. Yeah.
Okay, and so what's the connection there?
Okay, I asked her a question before I posted it. It said, what was the purpose of that plane when it was designed back in the 1940s?
To shoot down Germans.
Well, that was one purpose, yeah, but it had kind of a dual purpose. It was to protect the bombers and to engage other aircraft at high altitude.
You're right, they're very maneuverable and...
Yeah, and it did it very well.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not understanding the disconnect with seeing how we're on the internet, and this is the year 2017. I'm not understanding the disconnect of the intellect here.
I'm missing something. Well, what does the P-51 have to do with chemtrails?
Okay, how are the chemtrails being dispersed?
In wide-body jets, basically.
There you go. And what altitude are those jets flying at?
20,000 feet or so.
20,000 feet. What's their speed?
Well, I'm sure they can go faster than they do when they spread the chemtrails, but a couple hundred miles an hour.
Probably 350, maybe 400. So basically my point is that well over 60 years ago, we already had the technology to intercept those planes to do whatever needs to be done, whether it be take a picture of them, take a video, maybe coerce them in some way to stop what they're doing.
Well, why would the people spreading the chemtrails want to stop the chemtrails?
Well,
I'm missing something.
Okay.
Who do you think is spreading the chemtrails?
That's not really the main issue of what I called in about. My point is that I don't understand the disconnect between the type of thinking. It's like the attitude I got from the chat room with Moose was that there was no connection whatsoever. See, the whole purpose of the Air Force back in the 1940s was to protect the United States skies. That was the whole idea.
Well, they weren't.
That's
really,
why we paid our taxes.
Were they ever really used for that? No, they were used in foreign countries.
Well, if you ask, I'm not trying to be sarcastic. It's just the type of thinking this nowadays. If you were to ask how many drug dealers got shot down trying to get into this country, they would probably tell you differently. And that's been going on for ever since the 1930s.
I don't think they're shooting down drug dealers.
You don't?
No, I think they let them land.
I can find videos. I can find videos right now that'll show you FLIR footage of them shooting down planes
in the United States.
In the United States and possibly outside the United States.
Well, I would think maybe they get away with that in South America, but I don't think they're shooting down planes.
That's not Grimnir. That's not the point of what I'm getting at. The point is that we've had the technology to stop what's going on for over 60 years. Do you see my connection there?
No, I don't.
You don't comprehend. You're not understanding what I'm saying?
No, what is it we're stopping going on?
I didn't say we are stopping it. I said we could.
Okay. Yes, certainly they could shoot down every plane that flew over the United States anytime they wanted.
Yeah, quite easily.
Yeah, not a big problem. They don't. I mean, okay. So
I'm not understanding how my answer could be misconstrued or misunderstood.
Okay, just because there's the technical capability there to do a thing doesn't mean that thing is going on.
Well, obviously it's not going on. Yeah, obviously.
What does that have to do with chemtrails?
Okay, maybe you can help me out here because maybe I'm not communicating well enough.
And maybe you're not talking about chemtrails at all, but that was kind of how you started off, and so maybe you threw me off.
Yeah, but let's go back to the basics. How are the chemtrails, according to the reports, how are the chemtrails being dispersed or deployed?
By airplanes.
By airplanes.
Right.
Okay. Now, the P-51, I'm just using that as an old example. That's like an extremely old example to prove my point.
P-51 didn't have a large enough fuselage to store the chemtrail tanks.
You're totally missing my point. You're totally missing my point, unless you're being sarcastic with me.
No, I'm not. I'm missing your point. I'm totally missing your point. You are correct.
Okay. Yeah, if you remember my original statement that I asked Moosegurl in response was, what was the purpose of the P-51 when it was built?
Okay.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember telling you that it was to shoot down other planes. It was a fighter.
There you go. It was totally designed to escort and to shoot down other planes. And that was designed over 60 years ago.
Okay, so they got F-16s, F-14s.
No, let's leave those out of it.
All right.
Let's leave the new jet stuff out. We don't even need that stuff.
All right, so an old prop.
This is so simple. This is piston driven, so simple concept that you don't even need a jet engine to do it.
Okay.
I mean, now you got a P-51. It can go 450 miles per hour,
right,
well over 20,000 feet, and it's designed to intercept the type of aircraft that are deploying the chemtrails.
Okay.
So why is this not being done?
Because they're owned by the same people. They're both U.S. government planes.
Well,
they're not going to go out there with their...
There we go. The only it's not a technical problem; it's a political problem.
Okay. Yes.
That's one way of saying it.
All right.
But what I don't get is the disconnect. Why it seemed like there was a disconnect on the chat room about it.
All right. Well, I was having a disconnect here, so it's not surprising it would be disconnected in the chat room. Much tougher to get your point across there.
Yeah, it is kind of a smaller bandwidth type of thing. But hey, you guys, thanks for your time and putting up with me. Okay.
Hey, no problem, man. I'm glad you called in, and hopefully that fixes or settles whatever issue.
We have the technology, just like the
so basically, saying, this is a political issue. It's got nothing to do with Plane A or Plane B, but the government wanting to
that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying, Grimnir. I'm saying that we have the technology and have had the technology for over 60 years to stop what's going on.
Sure.
And it's not being done.
Because they're the ones doing it.
Well, but the thing is, who's they?
The government. Your government is the one.
Well, but see, I don't know the ins and outs of this because I don't have a pilot's license and I don't have the finances and all the rest of it. But my main point I'm trying to get across is that we've had the technology for over 60 years, and the people that are on these websites and they make these videos like it's some kind of spooky UFO secret government stuff that's spraying these chemtrails, and they ain't that tough. They're not special.
Well, here's the thing.
We have technology over 60 years ago that can shoot them down. It's not even a problem. It'll take them out like Swiss cheese.
Right.
It'd wipe them out of the skies.
It's not a problem to shoot them down. We know that. That's very simple. The thing is, the government put out the patents on chemtrails explaining what they were doing and why they were doing it and what kind of chemicals were in them, and saying that this is our plan and this is what we're going to do. Okay. And that information
I don't care about their patents. All I'm caring about is the physical manifestation of it in the skies. And the United States Air Force, its mandatory mission is to protect the skies. So therefore, it's in breach of contract.
Okay, but what government agency isn't?
There you go. See, that's a whole different subject. Anyway, hey, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm taking up too much of your time. We'll get back to the music and doing some crazy chat stuff.
All right, thanks for calling in.
You bet. We'll see you later. Adios.
Adios. Okay, that was Gooberzilla talking about chemtrails and P-51s and why are the... I think I still have some little lack of understanding as to what... I mean, of course we could shoot them down if we want to shoot them down. But, again, I mean, that's like, you got a family and the mom owns a minivan and the dad owns a Hummer. The dad's not going to go down and go out and run down the mom in her minivan because they're part of the same group, the same family. I'm still missing, but it is a political issue, of course. If that's, yeah. Anyway, Moose, I don't know if you want to comment on this or what. If not, I'll just play some more music, and that's cool too. All right, let's see. I'll play some music. This is I think Flash posted this song into the chat earlier today. Here, it's Frank Zappa and Steve Vai, and it's a song I can get behind this. Enjoy. Yeah, me too. I feel free. That is Cream there from way back in the day with I Feel Free. And before that, we had Jean LaJoie, a Canadian boy up there, singing Fuck Everything. And we kicked it off with Frank Zappa and Steve Vai and Fuck Yourself. Oh, Moosey, that was funny shit.
What was?
Frank Zappa and Steve Vai singing Fuck Yourself.
I know. That's why I requested it.
You didn't request that. You tried to gong it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that one? Oh, that's the song I have? Oh, no. No, I did not like that song. Oh, I don't care if it's Frank Zappa. I did not like that song. Nope. Didn't like it.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Hey, an opinion. Opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
It's hilarious. And there's a lot of...
Some of the lines are, like... Okay, so I, like, repeat... Like, sometimes when I listen to songs, I'll, like, type, like, the lyrics in the chat room.
Yeah.
And so, like, I typed in there, fuck me in the fucking face or something. And Hanzo got all fucking butt-fucked about that one.
Well,
and
yeah,
he got all
you know.
fucking riled up. Blah, 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 blah. Let's do that. let's just be a dumbass. Really? Come on, people.
God.
You're better than that.
Yeah.
You can think for yourself. You don't have to work for the NSA and be some sad son of a bitch. You know, we all gotta work, but man, there's jobs in the private sector. You don't gotta work for the fucking government.
No, you certainly don't. That's
fuck that. Fuck working with them directly.
Fuck the fucking
I
fuckers.
would not do that. I would not do that. No, you know, it's like I play the game. I work for the private sector, but it's still playing the game because I'm still working for the fiat money. So it really doesn't matter, you know, if I work directly for the government or not.
No, it doesn't matter.
We're all reliant on the government in some way, shape, or form.
I'm not relying on them. What am I relying on them for?
Well, in a way, a roundabout way, you are.
What do I rely on them for?
Because they still expect you to pay property taxes.
Well, yeah, but that's not reliant. They're reliant on me. I'm not.
Right.
I'm not relying on them.
Why not paying it? Don't pay it one time.
I'm
See what
just
happens
saying,
to you.
right. Well, I understand that, but that's...
See, like,
I'm not relying on
they're saying, and Goober's saying they haven't paid taxes. Like, they haven't given them shit for fucking whatever, however long. But, obviously, they don't own a home.
Anti-Hen is asking me if I rely on cash. I rely on a medium of exchange. If people are wanting to use...
my dog. I'll be right back.
Wanting to use U.S. dollars as that medium of exchange, then fine. But I'm not relying on them to do that. I can find other mediums of exchange as long as somebody is willing to accept it. So cash is kind of a loose term there. Fiat Federal Reserve notes or other similar such things. Do I rely on them? Mostly, actually, not too much. Do I use cash for anything? Do I have a car? I have a car. I have a Jeep anyway. I don't really have a car, but I have a Jeep. Yeah, but the government didn't give me that car. They didn't give me anything except a hard time. That's all they give you is a hard time, and they steal your money and threaten to do bad things to you. If you know. So the car is registered, but that's not because I'm relying on them. They're relying on me to register that car because they want my money. They want to know who I am. They want to know. And when you register the car, by the way, basically you're handing over title to them. You may be the registered owner, meaning that you are you have handed the title to the reg-is, the state, the king, the the royalty that believes them things. So you are under their control, but that doesn't mean I rely on them. I don't have them do anything for me. I only do things that I'm forced to do under threat of death, basically, because they'll come and kill me if I don't do what they want. And if when they come after me, I resist them coming after me, then they'll kill me. So I do what I do that has to deal with them under threat of death. It is duress, but a little bit more than that, as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, so no, I don't rely on them for nothing. I have to, certainly play some games in order to survive, but that's the beginning and ending of that. Anyway, tomorrow we got
Okay,
enough.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
You have to play the game, because if you don't, you'd be living on the street, Grim.
Well, not only you'll be living in the street, you'll be living in a fucking prison, or you'll be dead.
Right.
Because
and so you have to play the game.
Because they'll come and kill you.
If you don't want to play the game, you'll end up living on the street and having to rely on fucking the goodness of people's hearts to feed your ass, or you'll be dead because they'll kill your ass.
They will kill you. They will kill you for anything. It doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
If you don't bow down to them when they demand it, they will kill you.
Okay, so talk to people who are playing the game.
Everybody. That's everybody.
I mean, that's not playing the game. Talk to people that are trying to not play the game.
Well,
they
I mean,
tell you how hard it is.
Unless you want to go live out in the top of a mountain somewhere.
You'd have to move to another country, like I said earlier.
And that's
you can't do it in the U.S. They want to know where you're at. If you have a social security number in this country, you're fucked.
Even if you don't.
Fucked.
Even if you don't, Char.
Right. It's so ridiculous. You guys don't get it. Like, Goober's confused. I know why you're confused. You're confused because of the way you think about things. You're still stuck halfway in between. I get that. I've been there. You have to renounce it all. You can't go halfway. There is no gray area. Can't be, well, I like government for this reason, but I hate them for this reason. It's like, no. Make up your fucking mind.
No, they're bad no matter.
Make up your fucking mind.
There ain't no way.
Whose side are you fucking on?
There's
are you
no
on
way.
The people's side or the goddamn government side? You decide.
There's no way to make it so that anything they do is good.
Right. They have to go away.
But they won't, because people.
No, they won't, because they're so indoctrinated. They're so fucking entrenched.
Right.
They got this shit, dude.
They think
they
that.
Got this shit.
Oh, but if it weren't for them, then some bad people would come and do bad things and steal our money. Well, what do you think the government's doing? They're the bad people. They're the ones stealing your money. They're the ones threatening you with death if you don't do exactly what they say whenever they say it.
You don't fucking pay that goddamn property tax. They're gonna come after your shit.
Well, whatever. Anything. It could be anything.
Right.
Yeah. You may look at one of them funny, and that's enough. Or you don't even
what
do
did you say to me? I didn't say shit to you. Yeah, but you looked at me funny.
Right.
I'm gonna fucking arrest you.
It's really simple. Don't scare kids. Oh, sorry, kids.
If there's any kids listening, I apologize, but if there are kids listening, awesome parents.
Yeah, if you got kids listening, fuck the government.
Fuck them. Fuck the government.
Anyway, tomorrow we got nothing. There's no shows on tomorrow.
Government, eat school suppression.
Grammy's off to her thing, so she won't be doing anything.
Well, not till tomorrow, but
and Flash won't be
that's
on,
good.
and Kira's still on long-term break, and so is Bo. And I'll be on Sunday morning with Blues, and we'll be playing some trivia here in the chat. And Hamland's going to be on at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon o'clock Pacific, behind the woodshed with a big old can of whoop-ass, cracking open and spreading it all around. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern will be Gary L. and Gigi's Boo on the road less traveled. Grammy will be back on Wednesday at her normal time. She was not here this evening, but or yesterday evening.
That's
Sunday.
fine.
But yeah. Anyway, so that's that. What else we got? I don't even know if I
don't even know. I mean, it's just like it's so insane.
Let
like,
me bring it. Let me
make a decision.
Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do.
You gotta make a decision for yourself. You can't let them interfere at all. You have to decide.
Okay, I'm gonna bring this story in here. It's a follow up to a story we did previously about Torrance County Prison.
All right.
And that's here in where I live, in Torrance County, New Mexico. And they were going to close it if they couldn't get 3,000 or some crazy number of new inmates by a certain date. Well, that date's come and gone. So they're closed, right?
Right.
No, not right. They said that we're going to keep it open for another month to let you guys get some time to figure it out.
What?
Yeah, right, exactly. Anyway, and this came out the 23rd, so whatever the Saturday was before that, was the day that the city of Estancia in Torrance County as a whole had been dreading for 2 months. The gates of the area's largest employer would close. Instead, most in the community, well, not most, how could that be possible?
What's to work?
The community has another month to figure it out. So it's not so another few days from now. How to make up for the loss of jobs and revenue, because prison equals jobs. So Core Civic, a company that owns and manages private prisons, has been planning to close the Torrance County Detention Center. It owns that employs hundreds of people to man a freaking prison in a tiny little county. But as a result of contractual obligations to provide a 90-day notice of closure, county officials and residents have one more month than they initially expected. The 30-day grace period can be and is being perceived by the county certainly as a boon to give us more time. Ooh, prison, we got to have that prison. Anyway, we'll see what happens, but they got to close the fucking thing.
Yep.
They got to close the goddamn thing. But it's the biggest money maker in the county, not just in the city of Estancia, which is about 18 miles south of me. Anyway, so I thought they were just going to be rounding folks up everywhere.
I'm an inspiration. Goober said I'm an inspiration.
You are an inspiration, Moosegurl.
Thank you, Goober, for saying that. I'm an inspiration. And I'm motivational.
Yeah, you're like...
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Like,
those are good compliments. I'm
like,
going to use those in future interviews.
You're like that Chris Farley character.
Right, I'm inspirational and motivational. I'm happy with that. I'm good with that. I'm cool.
Yeah, Beth says open pot shops instead, which would be great, except for...
Yeah, I love that idea. I want open pot. I want pot shops, period. I don't care if they're open. I would like them to be open.
Except
when I need to
in the state of New Mexico, marijuana is not legalized. And
not yet.
The county of Torrance, where I live, is very... what they call...
you have a fucking douchebag governor just like I do in my state. Yay. I'm lucky.
The county of Torrance, where I live, is the most, what they call, conservative in the state, meaning they love...
and Wisconsin's right up there.
They love prisons.
Yeah, it's totally sickening. It's ridiculous. It's like, really? Come on. Yeah, I mean, come on. Come on, people. Come on.
No, I Why would I do that? Why would
Must be crazy.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I mean, just run out of stuff to say because it's just like, really?
All right. Well, here's a good one to wrap it up on.
Okay.
I think they asked this question, and you probably didn't even know this existed. I didn't know. I didn't know this existed until yesterday when I came across this article. It says,
wow.
What are the capabilities of the Russia-U.S. Deep Space Gateway Station?
What? I just saw this the other day, too. What the hell is this now?
It says, what do you think the first manned station in lunar orbit will look like? So it's going around the moon, and they call that deep space?
Okay, so what I'm saying here is they've been doing this for a long time. They're just now releasing information.
Apparently.
My take.
Anyway, so it says now that Moscow and Washington have already clinched a deal on its construction.
Oh, my God. See, they clinched a deal. That Moscow and the U.S., right?
Well, here's my thought on it.
What the fuck?
It's not going to work. They can't make it work. There's no way they can orbit the moon. They can't put something over there orbiting the moon. The moon will not accept that kind of thing. Going on.
The moon not accepted. Too funny.
Oh, God. So.
No, I mean,
so I don't know.
It's a crazy fucking world, man.
But since when is the moon deep space?
The moon is not deep space, and everyone knows that, or everyone should know that by now.
But they're calling this the U.S.-Russian Deep Space.
That is not a deep space project. No, they must be going somewhere else than the moon. It's obviously a lie, as usual.
Right, and then
obviously a fucking lie.
And they got to be careful of the Nazi moon base too. So.
I mean, I seriously, my kids were like, "Why are you so against rich people?" I'm like, "I'm not against rich people. I'm against people that are the fucking people in power and the fucking 1%." 1% of the population has most of the money.
Right, exactly.
The assets and the gold and the fucking silver and all the fucking shit.
Everything, right.
How is that fair? How is that fair to everybody else?
It's not.
And why do these fucking motherfuckers get to fucking rule the fucking world and kill us off as they see fit?
Yeah.
You know?
Anyway, we got to do it.
I'm disgusted. And I'm not sorry that I'm disgusted. I am disgusted, and I'm not sorry that I am. It's fucking bullshit.
Right. Anyway, let's play our last set here. We'll be back after this.
Okay.
All right. See you in hell, my friend.
I hope so.
Whoa. Yeah, that was Larkin Poe, once again, with their version of Black Betty as they were doing the jamming in the van there. Yes, indeed. Great stuff. Before that, we had the Hell Freaks and Come Around off of their new one and kicked it off there with the Grim Reaper, See You in Hell. Anyway, that was our Friday the 13th program here on the Freekers Ball. Hopefully all enjoyed that stuff. And we'll be back again next Friday with some more Freakers there for you. Hopefully. Hopefully on next Friday I'll be on the new machine. Not that it matters to you.
Yeah, hopefully.
Not that it matters.
You know, I'm just hot-headed with motherfuckers. I'm just saying, you know what? Fuck off.
And by the way, I noticed Hans saying that Black Betty was some...
kisses? Fuck you. I'm not giving you no fucking kisses. You don't have a right to come up and give me a fucking kiss.
Yeah.
Like the other day. I'm not shitting you. This happened to me last fucking night. I'm walking into a bar. I'm totally sober. I'm going into a bar. It's like 8 o'clock at night. No, like 7:45, right? There's this group of drunk guys. You know, and the one guy's like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm like, good. He's like, do you want to make out? I'm like, no. But he actually tried to go in for a fucking kiss. I'm like, dude.
God. Well, he was drunk.
My son was with me, but he was like behind. He didn't see us go down. I'm like, and we walk into the place. I'm like, dude, you missed it. He's like, what happened? I'm like, some dude tried to make out with me.
Trying to mac
like,
on
he
her.
was going in for the fucking kiss. He was like all drunk and shit. I'm like, he wasn't all drunk, but he was like kind of drunk, you know. I'm like, he actually tried to go in for a kiss. He's like, Zach's like, if I would have been there, Mom, I would have fucking punched him. I'm like, good.
Good.
You know?
That's right.
I mean, fuck yeah. You don't just walk up to somebody, oh, hey, how's it going? You want to make out and try to go in for a fucking makeout session.
Hey, that's
like,
when
he
that's
actually,
when
like,
you
punched me a little bit.
That's when you, as a woman, have the right
to knee him in the balls or something, right?
A knee straight to the groin as hard as you can.
Right? Knee right to the groin, dude. I should have taken that fucker out, dude.
Anyway.
That motherfucker, drunk-ass bitch. Oh, my God. Are you fucking kidding me?
I wish I were. Anyway.
Wow. Anyway, okay.
That's it. Thank you all for tuning in. And
thank you, everyone.
hopefully you've enjoyed the re-emergence of the Moosey Rants here this evening.
Have a good weekend.
And thank you, Vinny, for calling in from down there in False Flag Land. And thanks, Goober, for
False Flag Land.
calling in. And I don't know. I still don't know what to make of the whole conversation. But thanks.
Right, yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Talk to you later.
It's just you one. It's pretty good.
It has.
All right, then.
Peace.
Peace.